Hi guys, this is Ratul from Rinse Repeat Gaming, and today I'm going to take a very brief look at Gravity Rush Remastered on PS4. So Gravity Rush, the original game, came out in 2012 on PS Vita exclusively, and a lot of people didn't get to play it, including me. I played it on Vita for a bit when I got the PS Vita last year, but I didn't get the time to complete it. So when the remaster came along, I picked it up, and here we are in Cat's home. This character that we're playing is named Cat. We can't do much in the home here. You can just change your costume and save the game. So I've unlocked a couple of costumes till now, and you can save the game and you can fast travel from this point. So if I warp, I can see the open world map. So this is a open world game which has different hubs, so I can choose any one of these 3 unlocked hubs that I have right now. Plus there's one huge one that I've not unlocked yet. So let's get into one of these areas and let's start exploring it. So the main reason why I wanted to showcase this game was that the flying mechanics in this game. This game is a superhero tale, sort of, set in a fantasy whimsical world. It's like if who's that director who directed Animal Kingdom, and so yeah, I remember his name now, Wes Anderson. So if Wes Anderson made an anime, I feel this will be the result. It'll be fantastical and whimsical. And so what I'm doing here right now is I'm flying. Well, not flying, I would say it's falling with style, like Buzz Lightyear said in Toy Story 1. What exactly is happening is I'm controlling the gravity in this game. So this is the normal state of the gravity. I have a blue bar on the top left which depletes every time I try to manipulate gravity in this world. So let's say I'm running around simply over here. Let's say I jump off the edge here and I activate my free fall mode. So in this mode I'm like free flowing, stuck in a place, but gravity isn't affecting me at all. My blue bar is depleting very slowly. What I can do is I can choose a direction and press the button, and what that will result in is that the gravity will shift towards that surface. So let's say I want to go towards that wall. I can press the button, the gravity will shift towards it, and now this is the gravity of this world at this point. I can jump, I can do all these kind of things. Now she's falling laterally. I can stop the fall by going into that free flow mode, and then if I want to reset my gravity mode, I can press the button towards the ground and this will fill up my bar after a cooldown period. So as you can see, this looks fun. It looks a bit complicated at first, but just 10 minutes with it and you'll get used to everything involved in the flying mechanics, falling mechanics, or flying mechanics as you want to call it. So let me just show off how well you can perform with this kind of flying. Let's say I want to go across the town and I want to fly really fast towards that point. Okay, I'm going to go up, I'm going to fly real fast. As soon as I reach the highest point, I'll go into the free flow mode. I can go towards the other part of the town, and over here I can increase my speed. So now I'm at super speed over here and I'm almost at the other end of the town now, and here I am standing at the other end of the town. So once you get used to the mechanics, it's really fun to control Cat. So if you've watched my other videos, you'd see a very similar pattern growing. I really love animations and the way the character controls. That is one of the most crucial aspects for me in a game, because if I pick up the controller and I don't feel like moving the character around, then I won't even attempt to go into the story or the side quests or whatever fun there is to this game. So that is one of the most important factors for me in a game. This game, I would liken it to something like Infamous series from PlayStation, obviously, in the fact that you can move around very easily. It's fun to move around the town. The open world has these orbs, which I'll show you in a minute. Let's see. So those shining purple, violet diamonds, you have to collect those, like you have to collect electric shards. I'm not sure if they're electric or not, but they are shards that you have to collect in Infamous, and those shards are like the currency for your upgrades. So let's say I want to pick up all these diamonds. So I can, right now I'm totally on the opposite end of the natural gravity. So I'll just collect these quickly, and then I'll show you in the menu how these are used. So I have a lot of diamonds right now. I haven't been using them well. So let me just pop up into the skills menu. So this is the map, and there are some motion controls, which is why this map is wiggling. So we have some settings which are not much. It's a PS4 game, obviously. We won't have any graphics options. So this is a mission report kind of thing. We have challenges and story and side. I won't do any story missions. I'll try and do one of the side missions and one of the challenges to show you its combat mechanics. Oh, I'm sorry, I popped out of the menu there. But this is the main powers menu. So over here, I have a lot of things that I can level up. Right now, I've been leveling up my gauge usage. This affects the rate at which your gravity gauge drains. So the more gauge you have, the more in air you can remain. So once the gauge depletes, you cannot be in the wrong gravity mode. You have to be in the normal gravity mode to replenish it. So the gems that I've collected so far, I can upgrade this particular one to level 9. I can't go any further than that because there's like an overall level of your character that levels up as you progress through the story. Plus, there are some combat powers that I haven't leveled up much. I've leveled up this gravity kick. I'll show you what the gravity kick actually does. But first, let me just level this up to level 3. So while floating, I can use this gravity kick to kill off the enemies in this game. So I think this is a good time to show some combat. Let me first get this small... So as you can see, my gravity gauge is depleting, and I might die over here actually because I don't see any ground. Let's see. Let's see where I am. Yeah, I think even if so the gravity gauge depleted and I fell down, which is fine because I had ground underneath me. If I fell down below, it's not like there's a penalty for it. It's a very simplistic kind of approach to dying in this game. You just respawn at the center of the town or something like that. So there's not much like harm to dying at these spots. So if I fell off the edge over here, I'll just respawn somewhere. But I don't want to fall. The thing is that you don't feel like falling to your death because now that I've been able to control Cat really well now, I feel like I shouldn't allow her to die by falling. Anyway, so this is one of those fast travel points. So I can take a shortcut to my home, or I can take a shortcut to any place on the map which I've unlocked. Let's see, where should I go to show some combat? I think there is some combat around here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a challenge which I can take, and this will show off some of the combat in the game. But the main hook of this game is this kind of flying around the world. So I've already completed this challenge, but I have not got the gold rating yet. I'm not going to attempt to get that. I just want to show off the basic combat in this game. So you have these kind of simple kicks from the ground that you can use to finish off these enemies. So you have to aim towards these shining spheres to get rid of these enemies. Okay, he's coming. So you can dodge like in other games, and they throw some projectile at you to harm you, so you have to dodge them like this. But this is not why I want to show off the combat in this game. Let me go to some height and then I can show you what exactly is a gravity kick. So now I can aim at these spheres, and then I can press the square button to go to rush towards them. Oh, I have just 20 seconds left, sorry. I have to do this again, I guess. So with that, I'm doing a gravity kick, which is amazing. The speed at which you go towards these creatures really adds to the thrill of it. Okay. See. Plus, they give some special moves later on in the game. You get some super moves. I'll show a couple of them now. So if I press the star button while floating, this will be like a super move. So she's chaining hits at the enemies. But you can't do these special moves indefinitely because there's a red meter that fills up in between the gravity gauge. Okay, I hope he doesn't jump away. No, he didn't. Okay. So you have to just aim and hit the target. Now these are obviously simple enemies and not very difficult to aim at, but some of the enemies, they actually change their position while you are aiming at them and while you are rushing towards them. Oh, he didn't die. That's strange. Oh. So especially the boss battles in this game are pretty challenging. Not extremely challenging, but much more challenging than these enemies because they really shift their position while you are rushing at them. So the best option is to use the special powers that you get. So again, my red meter is full in the gravity gauge, as you can see in the center of it. So I can rush towards these enemies with that special power, and she will chain the I think that's it. Yeah, I have to aim better, I guess. But as you can see, this can be really fun. The thing is, it is fun, but it is fun in small chunks. You can't play this game regularly. The story is very bare bones. I'm sure it'll be fine and it might turn out to be really good. I can't say right now. I've played like 8 hours of this game till now, and I've completed around 8 or 9 story missions. Other than that, I've been playing some side missions. Some of those missions are pretty flat, pretty boring because they involve just talking to people, and the dialogue in this game is conveyed with comic book strips. Let me just get this guy. And there are no proper cutscenes in this game. The comic book strips are fine to read. They are well. Oh, I think I completed the final one. Yeah, so I got 300 gems. Cool. And I got a trophy, I mean, sorry. Anyway, so this was some of the combat. Let me show you some cutscenes, so as to say, which this game has. Let me fast travel to some other point which has some dialogue options for me to check out. Actually, I have some dialogue options even here. So I can get to this guy or girl, whoever she is. So now I can show you more of the traversing in this game. The most fun that I've had with this game is just roaming around, collecting those gems like in Infamous and playing it my way. The story missions have been so-so. Some of them have been good. The boss battles have been fine. They have been the most enjoyable part of this game till now. Other than that, it's been just listening to dialogues and nothing else. Similar to what we're going to see now. So these are the cutscenes in this game, which worked fine for a Vita, I guess. But on PS4, we expect more from like a AAA game. Obviously, this game is not a AAA game. It's a very much cheaper version of a AAA game. It's a remastered version of a game, so it's not okay to expect too much. But what I'm trying to say is that these reading these cutscenes, especially the dialogue, is very flat. There's no there are no characters, there's no personalities that come out of these cinematics that we get. So that is the only major complaint that I have. So I'll just skip this part. These are just random conversations that you can have in the game which flesh out the story. That's it. These are optional. You don't have to do these. Some of the missions that I've done involved answering a quiz related to the world. So you have to go around the world and study it in a fashion. So for example, a quiz that I encountered asked me the question, what does the main fountain in this town represent? So it represents a turtle which has a frog on top of it, which has a boy who's peeing out on top of it. So those kind of things they're a nice distraction from the combat and stuff, but it doesn't hold up for long. So you can play this game for like a couple of hours and then disband and then come back for more. that's how I would suggest, if you're picking up this game, then that's how I would suggest you to go about doing it. Because otherwise, if you like play for a stretch of 6 to 7 hours, you're gonna like really get bored of it and might not want to come back to it. So is there anything else that I need to cover? Let me check. Oh yeah, one of the aspects that I didn't cover yet is that you have the ability to slide. So here she's sliding. Okay, I think I have to change my gravity to actually show you the sliding part. So this is sliding. So she can slide across stretches and... Okay, where is she going exactly? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, I have a lot of... Oh, okay, that was the edge of the town. So they respawned me at this fountain. Anyways. So you can slide. I can slide over here also actually. So you can do this at any gravity level. So even if you are upside down, you can do this. And it's pretty fun. You can collect the gems this way. And other than that, I've covered the boss encounters. I mean, I've not shown you any boss encounters. I've just told you about them. They're pretty similar. I've attempted 4 bosses till now, and all of them were pretty similar. Some of them ran away quicker than the others and stuff like that. Nothing too different about one another. So yeah, this was a very brief look at Gravity Rush Remastered. If you want to pick it up, I'll definitely suggest you to do so because the mechanics themselves are pretty fun to get your hand on. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this stuff, then please, I would ask you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it if possible, and that will help me do more of these videos. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.